Hey, welcome to Rich Experiences. Hope you're doing all right today. And this video was inspired by a comment that I got a little while back on one of my Cartagena, Colombia videos. It's a very interesting comment, and it goes like this. I treat travel like jail. People are always watching you, and be on guard. And you know, that comment, it just struck me. It stuck with me because it's deep. I never heard anybody really put it like that. Like, I treat travel like jail. My first thought was like, if it feels that bad, why travel? I mean, like, you don't have to travel. So why travel? I know if travel felt that bad to me, to where it felt like jail. I've never been to jail. I don't want to go, but I can imagine it's not a good feeling. And if travel induces that feeling inside of me, then I don't want to go. Why waste my money? Why waste my time? Why waste my energy? Makes no sense to me. So, again, that comment stuck with me. And I want to say, as a solo traveler, I very much know about safety and security, the importance of that. Look, I've been all over Latin America. I've been in a lot of places as a solo traveler. Colombia, Medellin, Bogota, Cartagena, Pereira, Armenia, Bucaramanga. I've been in Ecuador. I've been Panama, everywhere, okay? So I've been a lot of places as a solo traveler, and I do understand the importance of safety, and security, especially as a solo traveler, because you gotta always keep your head on swivel. You don't really have anybody to fall back on, it's you, okay? And that's one of the thrills of it, but yet that's one of the chills of it too, okay? You carrying your own weight, you leaning on you, but at the same time, all the responsibility falls on you. Okay, so every move you make, you have to be aware of your surroundings. You have to be aware of the people you're dealing with, the situations. You have to be able to, it will make your senses keen like a wolf. You want personal growth? Try solo traveling. You will grow and stretch yourself in ways that you never even imagined. Believe that. Okay, so again, I know all too well about safety, but I never think of it traveling as so bad that it makes me feel like I'm in jail. I wouldn't even do it if I felt like that. So even though you need to be safe, you need to be aware of safety concerns in different cultures and things like that. You always want to enjoy yourself. Traveling should be an adventure, a rich experience, a growth experience, a learning experience, a cultural experience. And I find if you just take basic safety measures and exercise common sense, always thinking, always being aware of your surrounding, things like that, and the people you're dealing with, then really you can avoid a lot of bad situations wherever you go. Now, I've been to, for instance, Medellin, I've been to Poblado by myself, and I've been to El Centro, the city of the city, or the grimy part of the city, a lot of people would say. I've been there too, okay? The hood parts. Not just deep in the hood, but El Centro, a lot of people scared to go there, but that's one of the more cultural parts of the cities that I like. And a lot of people scared to go there. But the thing is, I've been there solo, and it's been cool to me, okay? But you have to know how to move. You can't be moving like a naive tourist with your iPhone waving in the air, your expensive iPhone, and walking like a tourist, and just the whole aura of a tourist. Or have a lot of expensive gold chains and rings and stuff on your fingers and stuff like that. You have to understand that no matter how good these countries are, like Colombia and everything else, it's still a third world country, okay? They're getting paid much lower wages than we get paid in the US, in North America, okay? So you gotta understand that one little chain, that one little phone that you have, that iPhone or that gold chain or whatever, that they can eat off that for a whole month, okay? Okay, monthly wage, I don't know exactly, but it's what, monthly wage is maybe a few $100s, okay? So they snatch your iPhone or your gold chain or your expensive rings or whatever, they can eat, their whole family can eat off that for a whole month. So if you're red flagging yourself like that and you get got, then you really get what's coming to you. Now, I'm not saying that people deserve to get targeted like that, but I am saying that you need to be aware of where you're at. You're not in the US. You're not in North America when you come to these places in South America and Latin America. You need to be aware of that. There's good people and bad people everywhere, okay? And if you don't have common sense or basic safety and security concerns about you, you will get got, okay? Okay? But you don't have to go through that if you're just hip to the game, if you're just aware of these things and not really being soaked in by a lot of these fake YouTube videos who are feeding you pie in the sky visions of what this is. Make no mistake, it's real out here. But it's an adventure. It's an enjoyable adventure to break outside of your home country. Now, I assume you're a US citizen, and explore these other countries. You can get so much more cultural experiences, so much more for your money, the deals that you can get, just the people that you meet. It's just a whole new world. But with that whole new world, again, there's good and bad. Overall, most of what I've seen is good. I wish I would have started traveling sooner because I think it's one of the best medicines for humankind. It eradicates ignorance, it expands your options, and in a lot of ways, it can give you a new lease on life, okay? So you gotta understand, look, people say, oh, Colombia is dangerous. Oh, those other countries are dangerous, Ecuador, Colombia, and everything. Look, the US is dangerous. But we gotta worry about fools going into malls or a movie theater and going ballistic and doing a mass shooting. In places like Colombia and stuff, Medellin, those places, that's not even heard of. You know, mass school shootings and all that type of stuff, that's unheard of. So in many ways, I feel safer. I feel much safer overall in South America than in North America. Now, I've been living in North America all my life, and I've been around for a minute, and I feel safer in South America. The people are overall, they're happier, they're more upbeat, positive people, okay? They may not have the most money, but their smiles on their face, they're singing, they're dancing, they're just cheerful people, and you can feel it. Less stress with less. So they may not be perfect at everything, maybe not perfect at business, and maybe the customer service slacks here and there, but overall, as a people, they're doing something right because I feel it in the air. The happiness, less stress, stopping to smell the roses, so to speak. And I haven't really seen that in the US. And just like I said, I've been living in the US all my life, and I've been around for a minute. Okay. So back to the topic of the video, the guy, the commenter who said that treats travel like jail. Yeah, I just think that's a little too deep. Yeah, everybody got their own opinion, but that just stuck with me. And again, hey man, if you treat travel like jail, you probably shouldn't be doing it because it's a waste of time, waste of money, waste of energy if you're not getting some enjoyment out of your travel, and if it's making you feel like you're just going to jail, I would recommend not traveling. It's not for everyone, okay? I would recommend travel for everyone, but if it's weighing you down that much, to where it's making you feel like you paranoid and you in jail or somewhere when you travel and you're not really enjoying yourself, then I don't recommend it for you, okay? See, there's a person you have to become. There's some things that you have to let go in order to be a traveler, to be a digital nomad or slow mad, okay? First of all, you have to let go of preconceived notions of your home country, okay? So when you're stepping outside the U.S., you're the foreigner. You're the visitor. See, a lot of times we from the U.S., we conditioned to think everybody else is the foreigner. No, but when you're going to their country, when you come into Colombia, when you come into Ecuador and other countries, you are the foreigner. And I even had to get used to that. No, I wasn't walking around like thinking I'm not all that, but there was some things I had to reprogram in my mind just from being conditioned as a U.S. citizen all my life. And believe me, it has been a journey, okay? Just simple things like we used to just saying that we're Americans. Yes, we're Americans, but they're Americans too. There's North America and there's South America. So just saying, hey, you're an American, and that's the end all be all, like Americans are only in the US or something like that? Nah. They're Americans too. Okay? I had to understand that, to learn things like that, just little subtle things that you may not even think offends, but it can offend someone. Okay, it can send the wrong signal, like you are thinking that you're superior or that you own America or things like that. So you just have to rewire your thinking, chill out, relax, learn the culture. Don't be missiled by all of these pie in the sky YouTube videos that's selling you a dream, selling you a perfect dream like, oh, you know, come to Colombia or come to Ecuador or whatever. It's all perfect and things like that, blah, blah, blah. And then it's showing you to travel touristy gringo areas, okay? And then you get out here, you don't know the language, you don't know where you're going, you don't know who to trust, and you get got. It can happen. You will get got. And I don't want that to happen to you. So that's why you need to listen to my channel. Okay, I'm not just saying that. Listen to my channel, because I'm not trying to impress you like that, to feed you no pie in the sky bull, and then have you coming out to these countries and you not know what to expect. Believe me, again, I've been out here solo traveling, different countries, different cities, solo travel. So I know how to move now. And it's not all fun and games, but it can be an enjoyable, adventurous, challenging experience. Doesn't have to be like jail. Yes, stay on swivel, but still enjoy yourself, and you'll meet a lot of new people, a lot of interesting and good people. If you know how to filter them out and read the situations, read the people, then you can avoid a lot of BS, okay? So, is travel like jail to you? Let me know in the comments. And remember, make every experience a rich experience. See you in the next one.